guys, Mary Meet, and welcome to this episode of Bewitching the Moon. And I'm really sorry this is late. I had actually recorded this before, but I was kind of going through some stuff, and it was like really low energy, and I wanted to do better. So, yeah, it was kind of boring and kind of weird. You know, I don't know. I care about what I put out on YouTube. That's just me. So, but the storm moon was yesterday. Okay, it was yesterday morning. I'm recording this Monday afternoon, and it was in Virgo. Okay, so we started the new moon in Pisces, which was kind of like about distilling everything down to its most essential spiritual nature. And then we ended up with the full moon in Virgo, and Virgo is all about kind of organizing and kind of being very methodical and very analytical and very just kind of taking care of stuff, taking care of, you know, Pisces is very watery, very spiritual. Virgo is very earthy, very practical, right? So we kind of went from that space of spirituality into the kind of practical Virgo space. And it was kind of interesting because, you know, I had set the intention that I was going to clean the hell out of my house. Clearly it didn't happen. Just look behind me, like nothing happened in that vein. So I had so much more mental stuff to deal with than physical. Like I just spent all my energy on that. Excuse me. And I don't know, it just happens that way sometimes. Sometimes you set your intentions, you have the best of intentions to follow through on those intentions, and everything gets flipped on its head. And so I just did a lot of mental and emotional kind of work, and it was needed. It was good. And I feel like now full moon down to new moon, I feel like I'm going to get some cleaning done. I feel like I'm actually going to have my physical space reflect, you know, kind of some clarity that I've gotten lately. So I let go of some things that I was holding on to really tightly in a couple different areas, and I feel simultaneously terrible and awesome. So it's things have been real fucking weird for me, basically. But yeah, we're also still in the month of Ash, and so Ash is about making plans for the future. Okay, so I've kind of broken some things down to where I'm like at the bottom. I've got kind of like that ace energy of that, you know, kind of the energy that's unformed and unfocused. And now I'm trying to decide like what I do want to build for myself for the future. You know, I'm clearly going to continue with these videos because even though I am late, I am still recording. But I have to decide like what's really important and what I'm taking with me into the future and just what I want my life to look like. So yeah, it's been really weird. Like I thought I was set. I thought that I had all that shit figured out, and sometimes you just don't. So, you know, in that vein, you know, in dealing with some stuff, I decided just to do what girls do sometimes, and I cut all my fucking hair off, and I feel great about that. It was frizzy and in bad shape, and now I get to, you know, grow it out kind of, you know, in better shape. And my husband and I got our tattoos for our wedding rings, so super proud of that. And he's got one at the same in the same spot, clearly, you know, for wedding rings. So it's a little raven on a branch. I don't know if you can see it. You'll see it more in the video when I make my Florida water spray. And the Florida water spray is just kind of following that theme of purification, of just getting rid of the gunk, you know. And I've kind of dealt with some mental gunk and some emotional gunk, and seriously, now it is really time to clean. Yeah, we have reasons to clean the house right now, actually, too. We have someone who may be coming to stay for a little bit, so yeah, so it just needs to be done, and I have no choice now. So that's usually what it takes. So yeah, okay, so that was a ramble. That was like more of a vlog than anything else, but just, you know, think about that. Think about what you want to purify, the gunk that you need to get rid of. Think about what, you know, mental and emotional things are just blocking your energy and just clogging things up. And, you know, think about your physical space. Think about what needs to be gotten rid of. And that all goes so hand in hand with spring cleaning. And now is the time. I mean, it's a couple days before Ostara, and it's time to do that. So get rid of the things that you kept over the winter and be free and enjoy the spring and the freshness that comes with that. So I'll be right back. Let me get all my stuff together and we'll make some Florida water spray. Hey guys, I'm back and I am so excited about this recipe. Now, when I looked online, I had a lot of trouble finding recipes that agreed with each other, I guess. There are so many different recipes for Florida water. And I suppose that's kind of based on what's available for you regionally. Because this is, you know, it's very much folk magic. So we're gonna take some liberties, okay? So there are some things that I really like that make me think of purification. Lavender and lemon are two of those. And some of the other things maybe not so much, but I see how they would be good as, you know, kind of support for the scent. So we're going to play around. I'll let you know if it's good, if I think it's good. But I really encourage you guys to play around with this too and find some recipes, put them together, see what you like, see what works for you. So the first thing that we're starting with, and I'm actually going to make this kind of diluted because I don't want to be spraying full strength cologne all over my house. I kind of do, but I kind of don't. So we're going to start with a 1/2 pint of Everclear. And you want to make sure to use either Everclear or perfumer's alcohol. You don't want to use like a rubbing alcohol because that has a scent, okay? And it has a scent. Usually it's kind of scented to deter people from drinking it because people are kind of stupid sometimes. But yeah, so you want to get this Everclear. And it also has a scent, but it's not as strong as like rubbing alcohol would be. So 1/2 pint of, 1/2 pint of Everclear. And we're just going to pop that in. Alright, sorry about that. I had to go wash my arm off. I ended up getting Everclear all over my arm. So it is, where is it? Highly flammable. So I don't want to catch on fire today. So, okay, actually I'm going to use this for measurement. Now what we're going to do now is do a 1/2 pint of rose water. And you can find this usually at like international markets, Asian markets, any kind of an Indian market because it's used a lot in Indian food. And it's so cheap and it smells so good too. Just get some of this and throw it in your bath. It's amazing. It's such a strong rose scent. And yeah, I mean, it's just made with roses. So yeah. So I'm going to use a 1/2 pint of this. Oh my god, it smells amazing. So let me see if I can do this with everything, without everything falling over on me. Alright, that's pretty close. And I don't want this to be so crazy rose, but I mean really it's just like a light scent. It's not super strong, so we're going to use that same 1/2 pint to add in the rose water. And you know what? I was going to dilute this. I don't actually have a lot of room to dilute it. This is really kind of filling up. So we're going to cap this off for now. Okay, now we've got, it asks, most of the recipes ask for lemon essence. And lemon essence is really hard to find. So I got lemon extract. Okay, and lemon extract is the same thing. It's just not as strong. It's just not as concentrated. So we're going to use it. It is pure. It is made just from alcohol, lemon, oil, water. That's it. So it's going to work well for this. It's not, I wouldn't use anything artificial. Like I don't like artificial oils when I'm doing this sort of thing because sometimes they can give you a headache. And it's like, it's chemicals. It's not natural. So it's not going to have the same energetic signature, I guess, that this would have. So I'm going to use, this is 1 fluid ounce. I'm going to use 1/2 ounce. Because I do want like a strong lemon scent to this. Because lemon really does, oh my god, it's amazing. Lemon really does remind me of purification. So it looks like that's, may have overshot it a little bit, but again, I really love lemon. So 1/2 ounce of that. Alrighty, now we're getting into the essential oils, so I don't feel like I need this anymore. And I don't know if you noticed, that got really cloudy. It's really hard to kind of hold it when the camera's from above, but it got super cloudy there. So, it's kind of cool. And I'll put this, I should have come up with a better plan for this. Put it over here. Alrighty. So now here's one of my favorites. We're going to go with the lavender oil. And if you remember, we used this with Hecate oil that we made, and it was amazing. So lavender is always good. It's good for relaxation, too. And, you know, it's good for purification. It's used in, I mean, it's been used with laundry. That's actually where the name came from, is, you know, the same root word as to clean. And it kind of cleans and purifies. So we're going to use 16 drops of this. So 1, 2, oh, okay. That went way faster than I thought. Okay, we're going to say that's 16. I have no idea. I don't know, whatever, it smells good, it's lavender. Who cares? Wow, that is smelling amazing already, though. Yeah, I like that. Alrighty, lemongrass essential oil. And it didn't use a lot of this. None of the recipes I saw, they just had like a couple drops of this, so I'm not sure why. And mine is actually covered in wax. I had a candle drip on it, so... yeah, it's saying just 4 drops, so, and I feel like this is going to pour out again like the other one, so, 1, come on, baby, 1, 2, 3, 4, yeah, my lavender went crazy, and my lemongrass would not happen at all, so, alrighty. And we've got, let's see, bergamot. And I've heard this pronounced bergamot. I've always pronounced it the French way, which is bergamot. I don't know. I don't know what's right. I'm not that worried about it. If you have strong opinions, let me know. But it is what it is, and it smells really good. So we're going to use 6 drops of this. If I can get the cap off. Why is it not coming off? There we go. Ah, so good. And 6 drops. Let's see. 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Alrighty. And then ylang ylang. And I love this. And this is going to kind of round it out. Like everything that we have is like a very sharp, kind of like a top note, if you will. Everything is kind of like super strong. Maybe not the bergamot so much, but the ylang ylang is going to kind of mellow it. You know, it's like kind of a bottom note. It's very smooth and very mellow, and it's going to add like a lot of depth to this that it wouldn't have had otherwise, because, man, I can't get this top off. Because rose and lavender and lemon, they're all like the first thing that hits your nose when you smell something. Ylang ylang is going to take a little bit longer. So it's going to be kind of more of like a backup, so that is sticky, and I've got it all over me now. This is 4 drops. You know what? I think we're going to go ahead, because everything is so top notey, we're going to use 8 drops. It smells amazing. Who cares? So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Now, it's weird. I'm using a lot of even numbers for this, and that's because most of the recipes that I saw had even numbers. Usually I'll use odd numbers for these things. I feel like magic resides in the odd number, because there's that extra one that doesn't have a pair, and that kind of throws things off kilter and makes it a little bit, I don't know, off kilter. I feel like that's where the magic happens. But now, I could have sworn that I had clove essential oil. I don't. I looked everywhere for it. I think I still do. And again, this is why I need to clean. So we're going to use some cloves. We're just going to throw some cloves in here. God, it smells really good. So I am going to use an odd number here. I'm going to throw in 7 cloves. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And you know what those are going to do is they're going to soak in, they're going to infuse everything with the clove scent. So it's going to kind of work out the way it should. And last but not least, Florida water tends to have like a spicy component, so the cloves are really part of that, but I've also got some cinnamon here. And we are going to add 8 drops of, oh shit, well, I've got a dropper. So we're going to use, okay, this dropper's a little crazy. We're going to use, actually I'm going to call it 6 drops, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And again, that just kind of changes the scent a little bit. Because we've gone, you know, everything has been largely floral or citrus, so now we've got a spice component. So that's going to really do some neat things with the scent, so. Yeah, it smells amazing. It's mostly lemon and lavender, which I wanted. But yeah, you can smell the other things as well. Alrighty, and it looks kind of cool. I've got these cloves just floating in here. It's a little wild. So when I shake it up, that's gonna, you know, change everything too, so. Alright, and so for stones, and you know, if you've been watching me, you know that I add rocks into everything. We are going to use hematite. And hematite is really good for transmuting negative energy into positive energy. So, you know, it's like perfect for purification blend like this. It's just going to kind of add that power of transmutation so that, you know, that's what this is for. It's to fill the space with good energy. So, a little bit of hematite and a quartz crystal. Just for the energy, just to kind of energize it a little bit. A lot of people will use citron or citrine, depending on how you pronounce it. I don't feel super attached to citron. I kind of like just quartz crystal. So we're going to throw that in. And let's shake this up and see how it's going. I may add like a little bit more lavender because, you know, even though the lavender just kind of dumped in, I'm not getting as much of it, I think, as I would like. It's mostly lemon. Oh, and look at how cloudy it got. That's really cool. I'm actually really into that. It's like some alchemy happened or something. Oh no, that's actually really good. Wow. I'm going to make this all the time. And I have bought Florida water. I have used Florida water, but I've never made my own. So, you know, this is kind of, you know, a lot of the stuff that I do is experimental. And a lot of it is just me kind of going along and seeing what works. And this really works. So, oh man, that's good. So I'm going to post this on I'm going to post the recipe on my blog, including all the changes that I made in mid creation. So, you know what? Nope, sorry, we're going to add a little bit of lavender. I mean, it's really good, but I just do want a little bit more of that. So I am going to post the recipe. Look for that at www.amyravenson.com, and I'll put, you know, the link is always in the down bar. And whatever, this is just pouring out. We're just going to shake some in. Measurements weren't really working with the lavender anyways. So yeah, and actually, you know, something else I wanted to talk about that I forgot to mention. I always do a smoothie fast a few days before Ostara, and that's actually part of my kind of purification and part of cleansing. And when I was going to buy the rose water today, I got some like mango juice, I got some pure mango juice, I got some coconut juice. We've got some frozen fruit that we've been hanging on to in the freezer, so I'm kind of gearing up for that. And I'm really excited about that. It's kind of just a way to do like a spring cleanse for your body, if you will. Kind of gets rid of everything from the winter and brings you forward into spring with like some freshness and kind of gives you that sense of renewal. And I'm really looking forward to it. You know, again, I've got so much stuff that I've just kind of let go of lately that it's really going to go along with that theme. So, and actually we're going to go back completely vegetarian. We've been slipping a little bit, but we're going to go back completely vegetarian, at least until Mabon. It's something about the winter is when I crave meat, and I try to really limit the amount of meat that I use, or that I eat. But yeah, so we're going to go back completely vegetarian, healthy, try to walk, do all those good things, so. Oh, God, that's perfect. Okay. So we're going to call that like, because there's no good measurement, we're going to call that like 25 drops of lavender. So that's it. Florida water in a spray bottle. And actually, you know what? It is fairly light. I don't even need to dilute this. So I'm pretty happy about that. But it is that neat kind of milky white color. I love that. That's so cool. So that's it. Try this. Let me know what you think. Let me know how it goes for you. This bottle I got off of Amazon. It was like $4.99, but I wanted something that was glass. I wanted something that was gonna... I was a little worried, honestly, that the alcohol would eat through plastic, even though it's bottled in plastic. I don't know. I just worry about these things. So that's it. Blessed be, and hope you guys had a great full moon, and talk to you later. Bye.